Hey everyone, Alexandra Lysick here with My Sunshine Adventures. Happy February 1st. We are so excited. The February Nonprofit Interview is here and live. I am with Miss Jane Morrow, the Executive Director of Smart Start of New Hanover County. Welcome, Jane.
Hi, thank you so much for doing this.
I am so excited. I don't know a lot about Smart Start, so I'm really excited about this interview because we're going to talk about kids. So tell us a little bit about Smart Start.
So Smart Start is an early childhood initiative. Our goal is to make sure that children reach school ready to learn, ready to succeed in life. And so there's about 2,000 days between when a child is born and when they
5 years
and when they start kindergarten. So we have about 2,000 days to get it right.
Oh, yeah.
90% of a child's brain is developed in those first 2,000 days in their first 5 years of life. Okay. So it really, the experiences and the relationships that they form in that age range really sets a trajectory for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
So it's a critical time for children, and Smart Start, our job is to help make sure that the people who care for children, their parents, the child care providers, grandparents, the community at large, have the skills and the information to do everything they can to make sure that a child is ready for success.
And support as well.
And absolutely, and support. So when we think about an early childhood system,
Okay.
there's parents, of course.
Okay.
But it also includes the pediatricians. We want to make sure that a community has enough pediatricians, that we have parks and recreation for children, that we have libraries where they can have books, that when the parents work and their children are in childcare, that those childcare centers are the highest possible quality. So we need to make sure that the whole system that a family needs to raise their children is in place so that those children can be successful.
And Smart Start does that,
and
y'all.
And that's our job.
Okay.
That's what we do.
But let's go back to the beginning. The agency's been around for about 20 years.
About 20 years. Smart Start is in all 100 counties.
Which is really neat.
Yeah,
You wouldn't have thought about that.
And we've been operating in New Hanover County since about 1997.
Okay.
And so we really, we were just looking at a board meeting last night about some of the progress that we've made over those last 15, 20 years. It's been amazing.
That's awesome. Since you started, that was 2 years ago.
So I've been here 2 years.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we were talking earlier before the interview started about what she's seen as the community when she's been in that role of the executive director, and you mentioned the room that we're in.
Yeah, so this resource room was here when I got here, but we've really worked hard in the last couple of years to try and make sure that as many families as possible can use it. So we'll show the room in a
we're going to show the room real quick.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, so as you can see, there's like a little playroom back there. There are all kinds of books, and they can check out these books, correct?
Right, absolutely.
And then, more books there. And what else is there? There's a couple of chalkboards on here, right?
Yeah, so this room can be used in a number of ways. Lots of times we just have parents come and say, I gotta get out of the house, I need some place to be. Or we'll have a nanny group that comes and meets here, and so you can come and bring your children and just play for the day. But we have resources, we have materials that you can check out and take home.
All that right there.
We have also resources and parenting books and things. We also have resources for childcare providers. They can take out theme kits. You can get laminating done, all kinds of things. Sometimes we have people who are providing therapy to children. Decide to meet here rather than some other place because it's a happy atmosphere.
And it's a
nice
quiet
place.
room.
It's quiet right now. There are times when we have 6 adults and 8 children, and it can be a little bit more lively.
That's awesome.
But we do ask for a membership, but it's $5 a year, so it's very affordable.
That's really expensive. I don't know why they would want that much money.
but that helps us replace some items when they get broken and things of that sort. We haven't sort of really talked about this yet, but we're beginning to expand our volunteer opportunities. And so we'd love somebody who wants to just come and hang out in the resource room and be here when families come or if families come. And that way staff don't necessarily have to stop what they're doing and be with families. So
what are the hours for the room?
8 to 5.
Regular, 8 to 5.
Regular, office hours. We occasionally open on the evenings or on Saturdays, but we haven't had as many people wanting to come regularly on a Saturday, so we haven't necessarily stayed open. But that's, it's a possibility if we start having more and more people interested in using the room.
The facility that we're in is actually pretty big. I wasn't expecting the size of it.
Yeah.
What besides this room? Are there quiet rooms that you have for studying?
Well, so we have this is the main room where parents come and do things, but we offer other services. And
Okay.
So I think we had talked before. If you are a family of a parent expecting a child, or your child is 0 to 5, what kinds of things might you want to do? So obviously coming and using the resource room, playing here, checking out materials is one way that you might find Smart Starts to be a service to you. If you're looking for childcare, we can connect you to information about what childcare centers have openings, what kinds of things to look for when you're looking for quality, what is quality childcare, so we can help you walk you through that process. We have a new support group on Tuesday nights at the Bridge Church.
It's on MySunshineAdventures.com.
Yep, absolutely. Thank you for posting that. The Bridge Church is off of Market near 22nd, 21st Street. There's a Port City Java there. And so every Tuesday, if you are a parent of a child with special needs or special health care needs, this is just a time to get together with other parents who are facing similar issues. We provide dinner. We provide a place for your children to play, supervise with our staff.
That's so cool.
And so eat together, then the children can play, and you can have a chance to talk to other adults. So you don't need to cook dinner that night. You don't need to watch your kids that night. You can just have an hour and a half of adult conversation about the issues that are important to you, because it's really stressful when you've got a child with special needs or special health care needs. And so
that's what I was going to ask you is as far as that group, I understand, but in the resource room, are there ability for if you have a disability?
Absolutely, yes. So if a child has disabilities, we have some adaptive materials that can be checked out and that we can help you learn about. Absolutely.
Y'all, this is so cool. I didn't know about all this. This is exciting.
And we have a parenting program that's called Parents as Teachers.
Okay.
So if you're feeling like, it's hard raising a family, it's a home visiting program. We'll come to your house usually about once a week for the first month or two, sort of get you grounded in some information, learn a little bit about you and what your needs are and about your child. And then it's usually every other week after that.
Okay.
And we'll stay with you as long as you need to. We can stay with the family from prenatal to 5 if they're interested in staying that long.
Is that like just a check-in service? Or is
Well,
that
we come
more
and we spend about an hour. Every time we'll bring material. So let's say you have
it's like an on-site tutoring.
It's so it's teaching the parents about child development and the kinds of things they can do to promote their child's development. So let's say you were having a child who was needing a little extra help in developing some fine motor skills. We'll bring materials, talk to you about the kinds of things you can do to develop those fine motor skills,
so neat.
or gross motor skills, or language, or whatever issues you have. Or it's not just always the child; it can be about the family. So if you're thinking, I really want to go back to school, but I'm not sure how to do it, and what do I need to do to we'll help you find those resources to make sure that you can meet your goal as a family. So we want to look at the whole family system, which includes the child and the child's development, but also what's happening to the parents or the parent or grandparents or things that are involved in that family, to make sure that family system is able to support their children.
That's so cool. If you have a little kid, child between 0 and 5 years old, using children, I don't have any children, you need to come check out this program. This is incredible. I had no idea about all of these services.
Yeah.
And then you do events as well.
Yeah, so we have a couple of events coming up.
Let's see, I got a flyer for one. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, so it's our 4th annual community summit. So before, when I was talking about the early childhood system, it's not just the parents or the child care providers. We want the whole community to understand why early childhood is so important.
Yeah.
So we know that 90% of a child's brain development happens in those first 2,000 days. So this year's summit, we're having Michelle Hughes from the NC Child, which is a statewide advocacy organization for children, come and talk to us about how do we get the word out. So we've got about 100 people registered, but we have room for 200. So another 100 people, please.
Another
come.
100 people. I know 100 people are going to watch this.
We love to have you at the summit.
Bring your friends and family.
It's February 20th from 9:30 to 9 to noon, 9:30 when we get started. and we'll do some group work and hear from Michelle and just think about how do we communicate this message to the faith community, to the public sector, to businesses, to other early care and educators, and to parents. Sort of how do we help make sure that everybody understands these issues and can support high quality childcare, high quality environments for
pre-K education,
pre-K, and
support,
and parenting, and let parents know that relationship, bonding with a child, forming an attachment, talking to a child, all the things that are really important. We can help make sure that everybody has access to that information.
Okay.
And then on March 28th, we have our signature fundraising event, which is our Breakfast for Children's Champions. That will be at the downtown Hilton. It's a 7:30 breakfast.
Come on.
Yeah, it's not a ticketed event, but we do ask that everybody that attends make a donation. It is our fundraiser. But we also honor the people in the community who have been champions for children. So we have a number of nominees this year, and our committee will select our children's champion.
That has to be so exciting.
It is very exciting. So this is our 16th year of doing that. So we have 16 years of honoring children's champions in this community. And so, and it's amazing when you hear the stories of the kinds of work that there have been foster parents, there have been educators, there have been people working with Guardian Ad Litem. There's been just amazing people who go above and beyond.
That's awesome.
And it's such an honor to be able to honor them.
Oh, so, you guys have to get involved, okay? Like, no doubt, no hands down, you got to do this, and I'm going to want you to do this. You need to come out on February 20th, and you also need to come out to their fundraiser on March 28th.
March 28th.
Yes, okay.
And so you can call the office for either event.
Okay, and what is that phone number?
Phone number is 910-815-3731.
Okay. And Ms. Jane,
yes,
it has been so nice to have you today.
I appreciate your time.
You guys, from the Smart Start, a parent group that meets on Tuesdays for especially disabled children and handicapped, that's an amazing organization. If you know of anyone that can really benefit from that, let them know about these organizations. This is something that our community really doesn't have a huge impact with because it's the 0 to 5 age, but can impact a generation for years to come.
And actually for our Circle of Parents group, any age child. It doesn't matter what age your child is,
cool.
You're welcome to come. Yeah.
Okay, so don't forget about that. Make sure to check them out. And what is that website if they have more information? Get all these events on your website?
www.newhanoverkids.org. All one word, New Hanover Kids. Easy to remember.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Appreciate it.
All right, y'all, have a great and sunny day. And don't forget about Smart Start of New Hanover County as you make your changes and have those kids from 0 to 5 ages. Everybody have a great and sunny day. Bye, y'all.
Bye.